In the wild, weakness is a death sentence, unless you cheat. Most animals run. These anomalies fight dirty. We're talking illegal tactics that make predators regret being born. Psychological warfare, chemical burning, and literal suicide missions. Today, we reveal the absolute dirtiest fighters on Earth. From a newt that stabs you with its own skeleton, to an insect that turns its body into a toxic grenade. You think you know nature? You're about to be proven wrong.
Number 10. The Iberian ribbed newt, the biological bayonet. We start with the Iberian ribbed newt, the animal that turns its own skeleton into a weapon. When a predator grabs it, this newt doesn't struggle. It forces its own ribs to rotate forward until they puncture through its own skin, creating a row of poison-tipped bayonets. It literally stabs you with its own bones. Because its immune system is hyper-evolved, the newt heals those puncture wounds in days. It's the definition of hurting you hurts me more, and it's a terrifyingly effective deterrent for anything looking for an easy meal. Number 9. The Fulmar chick, the projectile vomit of death. Next is proof that cute is a lie. It looks like a fluffy marshmallow, but if you get too close, it launches a stream of concentrated, bright orange stomach oil from its mouth with sniper-like precision. This isn't just gross, it's a death sentence. The oil is so chemically aggressive that it destroys the waterproofing on a predator bird's feathers. They don't die from the impact, they die from the cold because they can no longer fly or stay dry. It is the most disrespectful, soul-crushing kill in the bird kingdom. Number 8. The mimic octopus, the master of gaslighting. At number 8, we have the ocean's greatest con artist. When a predator grabs it, the mimic octopus doesn't just change color, it performs high-stakes identity theft. It reads the predator's mind, figures out what they're afraid of, and becomes it. It will tuck its legs to look like a venomous sea snake or flatten out to impersonate a toxic fish. It doesn't fight the predator's body, it hacks the predator's brain, making them see a threat where there's actually just a delicious snack. It's the ultimate psychological warfare. Number 7. The bombardier beetle, the walking chemical reactor. The bombardier beetle carries a dual-chambered chemical reactor in its abdomen. When threatened, it mixes hydroquinone and hydrogen peroxide at lightning speed. The result, a boiling, corrosive spray fired at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the temperature of boiling water, delivered with machine gun accuracy. The beetle even pulses the spray to keep its own body from melting during the explosion. It's not a defense, it's a localized thermal blast in the predator's face that leaves them scorched and confused. Number 6. The horned lizard, the blood squirter. If you corner a horned lizard, it weaponizes its own life force. By spiking the blood pressure in its head, it intentionally ruptures the small vessels in its eyelids, shooting a jet of foul-smelling blood up to 5 feet away. But here's the kicker. That blood is laced with chemicals that are toxic to canines. To a hungry coyote, it's like being pepper sprayed with poison-flavored soup. It's disgusting, it's metal, and it turns a predator's appetite into a gag reflex instantly. Wait, before we hit the sonic assassin at number 5, I have to know, if you could have one of these nature glitches as a superpower, which one are you picking? Are you stabbing people with your ribs or squirting blood from your eyes? Comment below. I'm replying to the most creative theories for the next hour. Number 5. The Mantis shrimp, the sonic assassin. Number 5 possesses the most dangerous fists in the animal kingdom. The Mantis shrimp's punch accelerates faster than a .22 caliber bullet. It's so fast that it creates cavitation bubbles in the water. When those bubbles collapse, they generate a shock wave and a flash of light that briefly reaches 5,500 degrees Celsius, the surface temperature of the sun. Even if the shrimp misses the physical punch, the shock wave alone is enough to dismember its prey. It's literally punching holes in the laws of physics. Number 4. The hagfish, the slime saboteur. In the deep ocean, the hagfish turns the water itself into a weapon. When bitten, it releases a protein that expands 10,000 times its size in milliseconds, turning the surrounding water into a thick, suffocating jelly. It instantly clogs the predator's gills. The shark isn't just losing its meal, it's literally suffocating on the slime generated by its own bite. The hagfish then simply ties itself in a knot to wipe the slime off and swims away while the predator gasps for air in a cloud of its own failure. Number 3. The owl butterfly, psychological warfare. Number 3 uses the most powerful weapon of all, fear. The owl butterfly doesn't have venom or armor, it has eyes. On the underside of its wings are hyper-realistic patterns that look exactly like the eyes of a giant forest owl. To a small bird, that butterfly isn't a snack, it's a death stare from a massive predator. It's a masterclass in psychological warfare. It convinces the enemy they've already lost before the fight even begins, proving that in nature, perception is reality. Number 2. The snake caterpillar, the great imposter. This is the snake caterpillar. At rest, it's a tiny, vulnerable worm, but when a bird approaches, it performs a terrifying transformation. It retracts its legs and inflates its thorax, revealing hidden patterns that look like the scales and eyes of a deadly viper. It even strikes at the air. Predators abort their attacks in mid-air because their instincts scream snake. It's a 10 out of 10 performance that proves looking dangerous is just as good as being dangerous. Number 1. The exploding ant, the ultimate sacrifice. Finally, our number 1, the exploding ant. In the world of defense, this is the ultimate price. When their colony is breached by a larger enemy, these ants don't just bite, they detonate. They violently contract their muscles until their own bodies rupture, spraying a caustic, toxic glue in every direction. It's a suicide mission. They don't fight to survive. They die to ensure the enemy dies with them. It's the most brutal, selfless defense in the history of evolution. They are the living embodiment of taking you with me. Nature is weirder and more metal than any sci-fi movie. These tactics prove that when survival is on the line, there are no rules. But if you think these surface battles are intense, you haven't seen the anomalies hiding at 8,000 meters. Click the video on your screen now to see the 10 deep-sea discoveries that defy all known biology. I'll see you in the abyss.